G'day, how you going? What we're going to do here, a lot of people ask us about just cleaning up the head, how we first get it. And as you can see here, this is a 1904 pheasant decal, Singer 15, and it looks pretty sad. You can see a lot of the Japanning, it's gone a bit chalky, and it's looking pretty sad. So a lot of people say, how on earth do we clean something like that up? Now this is the method that Judy and I use, and we usually start off with a soft brush. Paintbrush is adequate, and we'll first just give it a once over to get basically all the little grits and bits of dust and that off it. So we'll just give it the once over with this and just try and get all the coarse stuff off. And it's relatively simple. Not everybody likes this method. It isn't for everyone, but it is the method that we use. We tend to think that what it does is it actually just leaves it looking much more natural. We're not about making it look false, we want it to look the way it is. So then we use just plain, light sewing machine oil. Now this will probably amaze you a little bit, so we just put it all over the machine. Hope I've got enough in here to do it. So that'll probably be enough to actually do it. Now nothing coarser than your fingertips. So we'll just rub this on. And I'm sure already you're going, wow. Because what the oil does is that actually goes into the coating, the clear coating that they put on it. It's probably a form of shellac or something like that. And this just fills up all the little gaps, all the little crackings, and actually, as you can see already, just makes it look extremely good. So we'll do over the whole machine like this. It only takes a few minutes. As usual, you find the front of the machine is probably worse than the rest. Again, just using your fingertips, you just feel if there's any dirt or any dust gets under it and she gets a bit gritty, you just go particularly careful round there, because it'll, even though you're using your fingertips, it'll end up coming up like a little bit like sandpaper. And these decals, particularly the pheasant decal, we found as being particularly light. And you know, out of all the Singer decals, we find this one potentially to be a little bit sus. So you can see just with the oil on it, we'll try to get a little bit closer. You can see how that's come up. So now what we do now is just get a cloth. This may look old and grotty, but it's actually a cloth that I use predominantly for oil. So we'll just take a lot of the excess oil off now, because it's very non-abrasive. We find this to be really a quite easy, quick and simple job, and the beauty of it is any of the oil that gets down actually inside the machine is only going to help it anyway. And if it's sitting on your in its table or on its base, the oil isn't going to hurt to be going into the timber work either. So you can see already what just an impressive little job this does here. So now we just get a nice soft cloth, bit of sheet, t-shirt material, anything like that, and we just give it a buff up. And in all honesty, for a few brief moments, not even taking 5 minutes, and just have a look at the colour. It's a particularly overcast day for us here down under, which is the reason that I've done it today, is because usually you do it like this and the sun just absolutely pops it, but we want to try and show you what it actually has come up like. So there you can see there with just a couple of moments. This is what it looked like at the start. So have a look at that now. So that is really a very non-abrasive method of doing it. So it's just taken us a couple of minutes. We'll try and zoom out as far as we can. There we go. So now have a look at this. And that's just 5 minutes. When we had our museum, if we wanted it to really look smicko after this, we would just get a can of silicone spray and we give it the once over. So let's have a look at that. The difference in just a couple of minutes. So, as I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but the beauty of this is over time, if the oil goes, but you're going to be using oil on your machine anyway, all you do is just you get a light oilcloth and just give it a once over and a buff up, and she comes up like this. So it's a very simple, easy method. We hope this gives you some idea, and the beauty of this is if you've swept it off properly, you are not going to sand away the decals. You can see a bit of pin rash here, where they had a cloth around there with the pins in. But in all honesty, that's pretty impressive. So good luck everyone, and we hope this helps you.